I'm Orland Park Mayor Dan McLaughlin. The following program is brought to you by the Village of Orland Park.
Hello, my name is Rudy Chavez, and I'm with the Village of Orland Parks in Focus. Tonight, we're at the 15th Annual Chef's Auction at the Orland Chateau. This event benefits the Bridge Teen Center, and we're going to go inside and talk to some of the folks here.
Smells so good, huh?
I'm being joined once again by Village Trustee Pat Guerra, who also sits on the Recreation Board as the Recreation Board Chair and on the Bridge Teen Center Advisory Board. That wasn't a mouthful. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I see you got the memo.
Yes, we did. We look well together.
Both in our purple. Pat, why don't you tell me a little bit about the event tonight? I know we've spoken about it in the past, but tell the viewers who maybe don't know.
You know, the Bridge is such a wonderful organization. I helped them when they were first establishing their walk that they hold in October. It's a fundraiser for them. And just kind of help them, find their way through the process at Village Hall. So then I joined their advisory board, and I'm privileged to be on there. I think Priscilla and Rob Steinmetz do such a wonderful job of where they're filling a void. In recreation, we can program for teenagers, but it's a difficult group. You don't know exactly what they're looking for and how to bring them in. And it's something we've struggled with since I was on the Rec Advisory Board. But the Bridge is like an extension of us. You go through their facility and you just can't help but be impressed by all they have there, a safe environment where they can learn, they can grow. It's just such a wonderful place, and it's sort of an extension of us because they do know how to draw the kids in, and they make that environment that's nurturing, it's educational. It's amazing, and I'm just happy to be able to support their cause.
Well, and it shows, and it's a great cause, so thank you so much for bringing light and attention to the Bridge Teen Center. Maybe not very many people knew about it, but why don't you tell me a little bit about what we have going on here tonight, how we raise money for the Bridge Teen Center?
Well, the owners of the Orland Chateau are so generous to allow all these vendors, other restaurants, to come in and offer their wares to the community. And they get, of course, money from the ticket because all the food is donated. The packages are donated. The facility is donated. So it's a great fundraiser for the Bridge. And then we have the silent auction items. It's win-win that the Village is thrilled to be able to support the cause because they do provide for Orland Park teenagers. It's just a great, great cause. I love it.
It is. Well, thank you so much for sharing your passion with us. I'll let you go and enjoy the food. It was nice to see you again.
Thank you. Love your shirt.
Thank you. I'm with Jonathan Cowan, owner of the Wooden Panel Pizza. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, Rudy?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. We've seen you at the Taste of Orland. This is your first time here at the Chef's Auction, is that right?
That's correct, yes.
And how did you hear about the Chef's Auction?
Well, actually, I heard about when I heard that the Bridge Teen Center was involved this year with the Chef's Auction, and I've been involved with the Bridge Teen Center since the conception. So,
how have you been involved?
Well, before they built up their first, their small unit when they started, I was on their junior board. And basically, when they opened up their first location, I helped them paint the walls and stuff like that. So we're really excited to do this event with them because they're here and because it's Orland Park Chef's Auction. I heard it's awesome, so we're excited.
So this seems like it's a little bit of a more special event because you've had that experience with the Bridge Teen Center.
Yeah, it definitely means more because of that. Having a local Orland Park charity where it started here in Orland Park, and having a bunch of Orland Park restaurants really makes for an awesome time.
Great. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about your place?
Okay. Well, my wife Brianna and I opened up Wooden Paddle in, July of 2013 now. And so basically we are a restaurant. We cook our pizzas at about 720 degrees. We have a bunch of different specialty pizzas that really nobody else in the general southwest suburbs even offers. So we really set ourselves out like that, just trying to do something different. And what we're showcasing here tonight is our wood-fired oven. We actually have a mobile oven that we bring out places and do like weddings and do like graduation parties and whatever event people would like, but we actually cook right in front of people, toss the pizza up in the air for the kids, and have a good time. So.
And where are you guys located?
We're at 179th and Wolf Road in Orland Park, so southwest side of town.
I'm here with Village Trustee Kathy Fenton. Kathy, thanks for joining us today.
Good evening. I'm glad to see that you could make it here. I love your shirt and tie. You look very festive.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You're looking lovely.
Thank you.
Kathy, this is the 15th year for the Chef's Auction. And I understand you've been coming all 15 years, is that correct?
Yes, it is. It's a wonderful event. It's an opportunity to showcase a lot of local restaurants that everyone may or may not have an opportunity to go to. So you get to come, have a little wine, a little beer, you have great food, and then the biggest thing, it benefits a wonderful organization. And this year it's the first time we're benefiting the Bridge Teen Center in Orland Park.
That's wonderful. Can you tell me a little bit about the changes that have happened over the past couple years? Since the beginning, the inception, what's different? What are we doing now?
Well, one of the big things is when we first started it, everybody didn't know exactly what it was, so it was they were a little leery about coming and attending the event. However, ever since the first time round, we've had fabulous turnouts. Usually it's a sold-out crowd, and it's always been for the American Cancer Society in the past. This year they chose to go with a local organization, which is the Teen Bridge Center, which is a wonderful organization that gives the kids an opportunity to have something to do besides just hanging out at the mall.
Yes, I have looked into the Teen Bridge Center, and they do wonderful work, so we're so glad that we can benefit them. I understand that they aren't state funded, so they get their contributions from corporations and from local entrepreneurs, so I'm glad that we're able to help them out. As far as the event goes itself, what's your favorite part of the event?
Well, of course, it's always the food, but the desserts are also wonderful. They also have raffle prizes, and then it's wonderful to see the mayor get up there and play Mr. Auctioneer when he's auctioning off all of the packages that each one of the restaurants donate, and that's where we raise most of our money. And it's just a great cause, and I'm glad it's a great turnout tonight. And if you haven't been here before, please join us next year for a wonderful event.
That's right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Kathy. I'll let you get to it and then taste the enjoyable food. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm here with the always sharply dressed mayor of Orland Park, Dan McLaughlin. Dan, how are you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Another wonderful event put on by the Village of Orland Park?
I guess we're at capacity again, and everybody's excited. They got some new things, big silent auction, so we're excited. We think it'll be a nice night.
What are you looking forward to bidding on the silent auction? Anything?
I don't know. I just started looking, so we'll see. I'm a baseball guy, so there's some tickets and souvenirs up here. So.
Yeah. Well, this again is it's always such a great event. We spoke last year at it, and then we're speaking again this year. Tell me again, why do you like this event so much?
Well, it's a great community event in the middle of a cold, long winter, so it's kind of nice to break up the winter with a community event like this. We get a good turnout. Everybody's excited. It's fun. We get to sample 7 or 8 or 9 restaurants around the area, and then we have fun with the auction later. So it's always a nice night.
Yes, for those who haven't come to this event yet, Mayor McLaughlin makes a wonderful auctioneer. It's always very lively and very funny, so I do look forward to that portion of the night. What do you do to prepare for your auctioneering job?
Well, really nothing. I don't know how you would prepare for that. No, the restaurants do a great job donating packages from their restaurant, and I just kind of wing it. And I will occasionally pick people out of the audience that I know and put them on the spot. So.
Yes, I've seen that. Can you speak to anything on the Teen Bridge Center, our new recipient of the charitable donations together tonight?
I'll tell you, numerous members of my family have had cancer. We love supporting the Cancer Society, and we have used this dinner to support the Cancer Society for I think 11 or 12 years. And we continue to support the Cancer Society through the Sandberg students have the big overnight walk that they raise money. So we support that as well. But we thought this year we would try supporting the Bridge Teen Center because they are doing a phenomenal job providing after-school activities for kids and weekends. And they're serving hundreds of kids in the area, in the Orland Park area, something that we just can't do. And they're growing. They need some help. So we just thought we'd have this auction tonight, Chef's Auction tonight, benefit the Teen Center.
Well, there are so many great charities out there, and the American Cancer Society is and always has been one of the great ones, but I'm glad to see that we're expanding and giving to others and bringing notice to other people that are also in need. So, again, wonderful job, you and your team putting this on. Thanks for spending some time with me.
Thanks.
You have yourself a good night.
Well, it will be.
Oh my gosh, it looks fabulous.
Fantastic.
Now I'm being joined by Village Trustee Dan Calandrello. Good to see you again, buddy.
Hey, good to see you. How you doing?
Good, thanks. Dan, tell me a little bit about your role in the Anti-Bullying Coalition.
You know what? There's a part of the U.S. Conference of Mayors who's starting getting the word out about bullying and its effect on the community. And the mayor asked me to kind of be the contact person to kind of push this message. And we're doing a lot with the Bridge Center and the Village of Orland Park to kind of push the message of bullying and the harmful effects. And throughout the year, we're going to have some great events throughout the village to promote and to advocate anti-bullying programs.
Well, anti-bullying is very important nowadays. We have so much in the media about the bad effects of the bullying. Can you tell me a little bit? You mentioned that there were going to be some more programs in the summer that you were going to be at to advocate for this. Like, what would those be?
Well, a couple of the programs we're working on is having students get involved in this movement with some art projects, so to speak, and also some a photo display or exhibit. And I don't want to steal anyone else's thunder, but it's going to be very exciting events. Of course, in October, the Bridge Walk. That's kind of the high point of the whole year events.
The Bridge Walk is the Teen Bridge Center's main walk fundraising event for the entire year. Is that not right?
Yes, it is. And this year is going to have a bullying or anti-bullying theme, so it's kind of going to be a good accent to the year programs, and it's going to be very exciting.
Okay. Well, thanks for all your hard work. I appreciate the Anti-Bullying Coalition being in place. I'll let you get back in there so you can enjoy the food and the music.
Did you get some once you like? What was the best thing you liked?
Oh, man. I was always told never to pick and name a best because then you'll slight somebody else, but it was always all good.
That's great. That's good to know.
What about you?
I'm going to take the same advice. Everything was good.
Okay. Thanks.
No problem.
I'm here with Juan Reyes, the Assistant General Manager for Cooper's Hawk. Thanks for joining us, Juan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Well, we want to say first, thanks for supporting this wonderful cause. I know Cooper's Hawk has been here for a couple of years now, right?
9 years.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about your restaurant for those who don't know?
Yes. We started in Orland Park 9 years ago. We make our own wine. We have over 50 different selections of wines. And we have right now currently 18 locations nationwide.
That's excellent. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on with this device?
Yeah, there you go. This is our grapevine decanter. So what it does is, as you can see, different parts of the decanter here have different purposes. The top part over here, it is where you put the wine and diffuses the wine to aerate the wine, and then let's make the wine a little softer, if you want to call it that way. Gets rid of some of the tannins that are typical in red wines.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
So, Juan, tell me a little bit, besides the wine, of course, at Cooper's Hawk, what else are you guys known for?
We're known for our modern cuisine, which constantly revising our menus. As a matter of fact, we have our new menu coming up in March. It's not really a new menu, it's just a revision of the dishes that we currently have to make it a little more appealing to everyone, perhaps a little healthier, and so there is a little better for everyone. So.
And for those of us who, of course, I know where it is, but for those of us who don't, why don't you give them the address?
We are at 15690 South Harlem Avenue in Orland Park.
All right. Well, thanks again for your time, Juan. We appreciate it, and much continued success, okay? I'm here with the Executive Director and co-founder of the Teen Bridge Center, Miss Priscilla Steinmetz. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. How does it feel to be this year's beneficiary of the Chef's Auction proceeds?
Well, we're really excited, and of course we are just honored and humbled that the village has chosen us this year. We're really excited because we are a local charity, and we are built by the community and for the community, and we cannot do it without them.
Well, so tell me, how long has the Teen Bridge Center been around?
So the Bridge Teen Center opened its doors in June of 2010, so we've been open about 4 years now. Since then, we've served over 3,200 different students, and we actually serve students from about 112 different communities, just not students in Orland Park, but the Bridge Teen Center was rooted and started here in Orland Park, and it is serving tons of teens from all over.
Well, what made you decide to create the Bridge Center?
Well, I've worked with teens for about 20 years, and I went to just a local community luncheon where a public superintendent of the schools came together, and he looked at us and he said, you know, we're losing our young people. And he said there's no purpose, no hope, no direction in their life. They come in their freshman year, they think they could be the next LeBron James or the next Taylor Swift. And he goes, we need after-school programs in our community. We need places like they have in the city where young people could be with like adult mentors and grow and learn. And so it was one of those times when I went home and I said, hon, I have an idea. And that's really how the Bridge Teen Center came about.
That's fabulous. What do you guys do at the Teen Bridge Center?
So the Bridge Teen Center serves students 7th grade through 12th grade. We do free after-school programs for students, and we come alongside of students in a holistic way. So we're not only just there to support the educational process, like with our free tutoring and all of our educational programs that we do, but we also have like a mind and body program where we do culinary classes and we do yoga, teaching students how to deal with the stress in life. And of course, we have fun with them. You have to have fun with students. So we do, on Friday nights, we do live entertainment and concerts that we have. Like the young lady you hear behind me is one that sings at the Bridge very regularly. And we have a recording studio, multimedia studio. So we just offer a safe place for students not only to be, but to become.
And how many volunteers or employees do you have?
So the Bridge Teen Center relies on volunteers a lot. We have about over 200 individuals, professionals, people with skills and passions for something particular that come in to teach our after-school programs that we conduct. So we do about 200 to 220 a year that are offered for free for students, and those are all done by generous, amazing people in the community who come in and say, I want to take my passion and share that with a young person. So it is really the older generation helping the next generation, and that's really important to us. We also have about 50 or 60 volunteers that come in on a weekly, monthly basis that come in during after school and work the cafe. They're there on Friday nights checking in students, supervising them, those types of things. So we really rely on tons of volunteers in the community to make this work.
Well, it sounds like such an amazing place. Why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
Well, thank you. So, well, of course, you can go to www.thebridgeteencenter.org. We are located in Orland Park, but we're 159th in Harlem. You'll see that amazing row of restaurants. There's like Chili's, Famous Dave's, and there's a Dunkin' Donuts. We're behind the Dunkin' Donuts, located between a thrift store and a hair salon. It looks like this little place, but when you come inside, you'll be amazed at what you see.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for your time. Good luck tonight. I hope we raise tons of money for you and your wonderful organization, and much continued success.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
I'm with Village Trustee Ed Schuessler. Ed, how are you doing tonight?
I'm fine, thank you. It's great to be here.
We have a packed house here, and of course you got a lot going on. You got a group singing in the background. You got all these wonderful restaurants donating their time. Tell me, what do you think about tonight's event?
The Chef's Auction has been going now for over 10 years. It's a great community event. This year it's supporting the Bridge Teen Center. The Bridge Teen Center has been in town a few years, and that is just a great facility, and we're really happy to be able to support them with some money.
How did you come across the Bridge Teen Center?
I met Priscilla, the founder. One day she came to a Kiwanis meeting and told us about the bridge, and the Kiwanis clubs decided to support them, and since then they've gotten support from the entire community.
Have you had a chance to taste any of the wonderful fare?
I'm about halfway through the restaurant selections.
And then are you looking forward to the auction later on?
Well, last year I bid on one of the items with my friends from the Chamber of Commerce, and I think we'll be doing the same thing this year.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Schuessler. Always a pleasure talking with you.
My pleasure.
I'm here with Village Clerk John Mihalik. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Rudy.
I hear that you go to all these events. Can you tell me what makes this event special?
Oh, the cause. You know, it's a great cause, the Bridge Teen Center. In the past, we've done it for breast cancer, and this year it's for the Bridge Teen Center. It does so much for the youth in our community.
And have you had a chance to eat yet?
Yes. We were on this side of the room. We had Cooper's Hawk and Rocco Vino's. It's really, the food's fabulous at all the booths.
And how many years have you been coming?
The last 3 years, and before that we came one other year. I don't recall what year it was.
This is a great event, but what are some of your other favorite events for the village that the village puts on?
The concerts in the park, the Pandemonium in the park, the Liberty Run, Taste of Orland, the 4th of July celebration. We get the community out, and it's great to see all of the village residents enjoying the outside and the good times in Orland Park.
And if somebody wants to find out when any of these events are happening or what they're about, where can they go to find that information?
The village website, orlandpark.org.
Yes, I understand that the Pandemonium in the park just opened up for registration. I covered that last year. It was a great event. Do you think you might want to take part in that one?
I certainly will try to be there. I'll plan on being there. I don't know about taking part in it though, outside of spectating.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for spending a few of your moments with us.
Thank you, Rudy.
I am being joined right now by two of the Bridge Teen Center's student ambassadors. I have Amber and Kira here. Hello, ladies.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Can you tell me a little bit what a student ambassador does?
So basically, we just represent the Bridge in the community, and we're the face of what the Bridge is and all that they stand for, and we can really share a story about how they've impacted us as well. We're really excited to be here tonight.
And how long have you guys been at the Bridge Center?
I've been a student there for about 4 years.
I've been a student there since the middle of 7th grade, so 2.5 years.
So you've been in, I think it's been around for 4 years now, right? So you've been there almost a good part of the portion of the time. What brought you to the village, what brought you to the Teen Bridge Center?
So what brought me to the Bridge Teen Center was my friend. She always talked about the Bridge and how fun and how cool it was, and how on Friday nights they have different bands come in and food samples that come in. And I said, wow, that sounds really cool. And she's like, yeah, they're totally against bullying, so you know, you can't get judged there. And I was like, that's awesome, because I've always been trying to like fit into some place, and that place I really felt welcomed as soon as I walked in the doors. Everyone was so loving and caring and just welcoming and warm-hearted.
And how about you, Amber?
Well, in middle school, I was also bullied, unfortunately. Actually, 1 in 3 students are bullied, so I was one of those students. And I didn't really have a lot of friends, and I didn't have a social outlet. So the Bridge Teen Center was that social outlet that was positive and caring and supportive of me during that rough time. And now I'd like to say I'm a very confident person because of the Bridge.
That's wonderful. What do you guys think about the event here tonight?
I think it's just so cool to see the community come together and really gather around us students. It makes us feel really special because they're supporting the mission of the Bridge Teen Center and all that it stands for, and they're helping the mission carry on so that other students like us can be impacted.
Have you had a chance to taste any of the food?
No, sadly I haven't. I've been too busy greeting, but I'm sure I will get a chance to taste and to love all the food that I will try.
The bruschetta looks so good. I can't wait to try it.
And last, do you have any kind of advice for maybe a student out there who doesn't know where to turn to or how to ask for help, who might be struggling with, you know, either bullying or not feeling confident?
My advice to somebody who's being bullied or just judged or doesn't necessarily feel comfortable in their own skin is to take a look in the mirror and say that you were created for a purpose and that you were intended to do something great, and not to think that you were worthless, because all these people here, they have jobs that are very important to the community, and everybody does, and it just, nobody should have to feel down because their self-esteem is down. And I love you. I'm there for you, and definitely it'll get better, and that you should come to the Bridge because they're so welcoming and loving.
I think, yeah, each person that's going through a bullying situation, they definitely need to have a caring and supportive system around them. And for me, that was the Bridge Teen Center, so I definitely recommend anybody that's going through a tough time or not. It's just a caring and supportive community that every teenager needs, because we're in a stage of our life where we're trying to figure out who we are and trying to figure out our careers and colleges and things like that for our future. And the Bridge is going to help you. They're going to step alongside you, and they're going to be there for you. And their passion is serving teens. And just check out the Bridge Teen Center if you're going through a rough time or you just want to have fun.
All right, $3,100, $3,200. We're looking for $3,200. $3,200. We got $3,100 right here. Going once. $3,100. Oh, $3,200. $3,200. We're up to $3,300. $3,300. $3,400. We're down to 2 bidders. $3,400. Nope. $3,300 going once. $3,500. Another county heard from. All right, $3,500. $3,500 in the back. How about $3,600? 36. We got $3,500 going once. Going twice. $3,500 sold for $3,500.
Well, it's been another successful night here at the Village of Orland Park Chef's Auction. It's the 15th annual. We talked with a lot of great people. We've heard a lot of great music and tasted a lot of great food. I'm done. I'm famished. I'm going to go ahead and grab me some dessert now. Well, until next time. That's good.
These are our students.
In our neighborhoods.
In our schools.
In our community.
Hello, I'm Priscilla Steinmetz, founder of the Bridge Teen Center in Orland Park. The Bridge's approach to addressing the issue of bullying is simple. We believe in being proactive instead of reactive. Our free, holistic after-school programs and weekend entertainment events provide students with a safe environment where they flourish, grow, and do what they do best, be themselves. The Bridge Teen Center is so deeply invested in addressing the bullying epidemic that we launched and are leading a bully coalition right here in our community. This group is made up of committed leaders who have a deep sense of responsibility to lead our young people and foster change in our community. Our work is just getting started, but let me tell you, this group is dedicated and determined. Remember, bullying stops here, starts with you. Whether you invest in the mission of the Bridge or simply encourage a young person you know, I thank you for being a part of this community-changing movement.
I'm Orland Park Mayor Dan McLaughlin. I've seen firsthand what bullying does to students, families, schools, and the community. This is a growing issue, and it's time we all take action. I'm excited to announce that the Mayor's campaign to end bullying is in full swing. This is a national movement that was launched by the U.S. Conference of Mayors, and I'm honored to have Orland Park involved. This campaign isn't about checking a box. It's about real change. I'm proud that there are some cutting-edge activities already underway with Orland Park's Anti-Bullying Coalition and at the Bridge Teen Center. Together, we stand committed to seeing bullying stop here in Orland Park. Now it's your turn. This is a community issue, and we need the community behind us. I encourage you to explore ways that you can support the Bridge Teen Center and the Mayor's campaign to end bullying. Bullying stops here. It begins with each of us.